Here is his first skill. Here's Heart Bomb. It launches and it does a little heart over his head, and after 3 seconds it does explode. Here's Share the Love. If you do it at about 30-degree angle, 2 of the hearts group up, but what this really does is it heals your enemies, or heals your allies rather. Here's Flutter. Flutter is a dash, it is escape, it increases movement speed for allies and attack speed for Cupid. Here is Cupid's ultimate. It's Fields of Love. It goes down, it cripples, and what it does is it mesmerizes at the very end. Hello my ninjas and nets, it's Peabutnutterninja, and we are playing some Smite Beta. We are looking at Cupid, the god of love. And so with Cupid, he is a ranged AD carry, even though he only has really one skill that does attack damage, and it is his Heart Bomb, and that is the first thing I level. The second thing I level is his Flutter, which is his third skill. It allows him to really dash and escape, and his, again, for level 3 I level up his Heart Bomb, and then at level 4 I get Share the Love, which is his heal. Like all my AD carries, I like to build with a Death Toll, Warrior Tabi, and a pot. If this was a real game or a real tournament, I would be just getting the Death Toll, and then I would get 2 actives, probably in this case, either Aegis, always Aegis rather, and then the second one would either be Puri Beads or Sprint, depending on how much CC the enemy has. If the enemy has a lot of CC, I do get Puri Beads. If they do not have a lot of CC and a lot more damage, like on here or Artemis and stuff, I tend to get Sprint instead. But again, here's Cupid. Oh, he's so cute. He's a little baby. And so here is his first skill. Here's Heart Bomb. It launches and it does a little heart over his head, and after 3 seconds it does explode. If you have 10 stacks of passive, then it does give them a stun. It gives you a stun rather, and you can actually kill this Ra if he decides to stay. And bye-bye Ra, and he is gonna die with my Heart Bomb. Again, it does full damage 2 times on the enemy you hit, and I didn't even have to use my Flutter to chase, so that's pretty good. And here's my second skill, guys, Share the Love. What it does is if you it heals, and oh my goodness, I did not speak. So let me just do that again, and I actually want to Flutter into this guy. And here's Flutter. Flutter is a dash, it is escape, it increases movement speed for allies and attack speed for Cupid. And I didn't really need to Flutter into that Ra, but that is okay. And so as I was saying, here's Share the Love. If you do it at about 30-degree angle, 2 of the hearts group up, but what this really does is it heals your enemies, or heals your allies rather, and if your ally picks it up, you get mana instead. And so now we have our ultimate. Here is Cupid's ultimate. It's Fields of Love. It goes down, it cripples, and what it does is it mesmerizes at the very end. And Mesmerize, again, gets broken if you... Oh my goodness, I'm taking a lot of damage here. And Mesmerize does get broken if you hit the enemy, or if the god or your ally hits the enemy god. But if minions hit the god, then it does not break the Mesmerize. So you can Mesmerize them in a field of your own minions, and you'll get some extra chip damage on the enemy. So definitely use this to your advantage. If the enemy goes too hard on you, then just drop down a Fields of Love and let them Mesmerize. I think it's 3 seconds. You know, it's 2.5 seconds, and definitely use that to your advantage. And so let me go back and finish these boots here. So again, if the enemy does charge your line and you have your Fields of Love, you definitely want to cast it down. Let the Mesmerize take place. Let your minions just go and smack down the enemy god that's really aggressive on you, and then you can use your Heart Bomb. Then you can use your Flutter to chase, and so on and so forth. And oops, I do get a stun off there, but I did not really need it, and I kind of targeted the wrong guy as well. It's like, and so Cupid, he has high sustain. He's one of the highest sustains early game for an AD carry just because of these heals. Look at that. And now I'm back to full health, and especially once you get something like a Devourer's Gloves, it does become very, very, very strong. So we can go and kill these guys in the side lane. And what I can do, again, I can launch these out, and if you do this in a closed area as well, the hearts won't be as far spread out. But the best strategy is to go about 30 degrees and launch it against the wall, and that way 2 of the hearts group up. And let's see if I can showcase this a few more times during the match. Oh, look at this Ra. What are you doing? Oh, I hit the wrong guy. I hit the wrong guy. Sorry, buddies. And so here's 30 degrees and against the wall. And so you see that 2 of the hearts get grouped up very, very closely together. And even at level 1, it's doing a pretty substantial amount of damage. And ow, Ra, stop! Stop. And that Ra is dead. And that's actually, oh, and let's not get hit by this tower. And so the second skill I do level up is this Flutter. Flutter is your escape, and it really increases your attack speed and move speed. Every time you level it, it does reduce its cooldown by 1 second. So that's why you level it. Even if Share the Love is better, it really, if you have a 19-second escape, that's actually too long. Most gods have a 15-second escape, and so yeah, so 19 is, oh, this tower is still up. Let's Flutter and let us do some damage to this Ra. He is stunned. Can we get a kill? And it feels the love coming down, and oh, this Phoenix gonna kill me, and oh no, oh poor Cupid. Love never, oh look, that was kind of derpy. Oh, this that looked really, really weird. So at this point, I usually go Devourer's Gloves, and I will go Devourer's Gloves. But again, if you're getting shut down early on and you need that extra HP, go Soul Eater. Soul Eater will, and ooh, we actually forgot to buy our abilities here, and let us not forget that. And so as I was saying, if you are getting shut down early and you need the extra HP, you definitely go Soul Eater. You'll be doing less damage, you'll have more lifesteal, but again, that 300 HP is so strong. And at the end game, that 10% attack speed really levels out the same with the Devourer's Gloves with the 50 extra attack. So it's very similar. Devourer's Gloves is a little bit stronger, but at the same time you do get 300 health and more lifesteal with the Soul Eater. So definitely I use that if I'm getting shut down early on, and if I'm not, then I usually go Devourer's Gloves. But there's some cases where I go Brawler's Beat Stick. And if the enemy has 2 healers, and usually the enemy, like now with Aphrodite introduced, that she's considered a very strong healer, and same with Hell and Guan. There are a lot of Hell Guan lanes, and then you definitely get Brawler's Beat Stick to shut down that lane instead of getting Devourer's Gloves or Soul Eater. And hey Ra, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? What you doing? Hey, you're attacking my middle tower? Why are you attacking my middle tower? And oh, this Ra is done. Bye-bye, Ra. Share the love. There you go. Share the love. And wherever Heart Bomb explodes, it does a little AoE damage on its minions or enemy gods. So if they stay grouped up together, then you end up doing a little bit of extra burst damage. We can go and take this cooldown buff, and you can see I just have all these buffs. Cupid's a little greedy little Cupid, and I am actually stuck behind all these guys. And that guy was stunned, I believe. And it's only a 1 second stun, but it does help if you're chasing down the enemy. Every little bit helps, right, guys? Right, and let's see. And, oh, he is stunned, but I don't know. Can we kill him in our Fields of Love? The Fields of Love does do really low damage. You can see at level 2 it does about 230. But again, the Mesmerize and the Slow inside is pretty strong. Again, the issue that I have with Cupid and why I don't really play him and why you don't really see him in tournament play is that he doesn't really have any other attack skills other than Heart Bomb. Heart Bomb does a lot of damage, I will admit. But other than that, he doesn't really have too much to really contribute. He does have his cripple, so a lot of people like to play Ares Cupid as a double cripple lane. So what Ares will do is he will chain them crippled, they can't jump or escape, then Cupid will toss out his Fields of Love, and when that goes down, then, oh my god, did I destroy this tower already? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get Fire Minions, and this game is gonna be GG before I even show you my full build, guys. That's terrible. And if I keep missing Ra like that, that's gonna be terrible. And look at this. I'm like not doing any damage to him. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, there's a Minotaur, angry Minotaur, and I'm sprinting to victory, guys. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna give myself some hearts there. And I'm gonna back, and I'm gonna showcase this build, just really show you what I built just by getting one of each. At this point, if they're not building any physical, let's say they are building physical protection, then I will get either a Titan's Bane or a Jotun's Wrath now. So I will just go with my traditional build, my Titan's Bane level 1. Let us buy that. And then after that, I will buy this Deathbringer here. And let's buy level 1 of that. At this point, if you... Actually, rather than this Titan's Bane, excuse me, that was actually a really bad call. I buy my Executioner right here. And it really depends. You can usually get your Executioner before if you want to do more damage, or if you want the heals and sustain, you can go to Devourer's Gloves. So these are really interchangeable. Deathbringer definitely my 4th item, and after this, I get Titan's Bane or Jotun's Wrath. Again, Jotun's Wrath recently underwent a change where it gets physical penetration, and that's why I get that. The passive ability cooldown is going to be really useful for Cupid, considering that he has his Heart Bomb on such a long cooldown, 12 seconds, and it is only damaging skills. The more times that you can cast Heart Bomb, the better. And so probably Jotun's Wrath instead. Here, sell the Death's Toll, and I will get this Rage here. And so, again, this is the main build that you have. Warrior Tabi, Devourer's Gloves, or Executioner. Executioner, I actually usually build this first. I don't know why I built Devourer's Gloves first. Deathbringer, Titan's Bane, and Rage here. And so, again, if you don't... if this is the old meta, I don't know if more teams are going to be using this build, but if they do, I do support this. Jotun's Wrath, again, so much physical penetration early on, gives you amount of physical power, a lot of physical power, surprisingly, 40 physical power, and it's 10 more than the Titan's Bane, so interesting to really get. And again, that cooldown reduced by 25% is really what you want. Oh my god, this Minotaur is going to die. No, can I make it in time? I want to see this big grand finale. This Ra is not doing anything to really protect this Minotaur. And look at these fire minions. These fire minions just so strong. Ra, what are you doing? You're gonna get fired if you don't protect your Minotaur. They told you have to go protect your Minotaur. And oh, this Guardian is going down. Bye, buddy. A little bit of love for you. Oh my god, that heart exploded in his crotch, and that is probably pretty painful. I haven't had any bombs go off in my crotch, but I imagine if I did have one, I would be in a lot of pain. I'd probably fall down dead just like that Minotaur, if I could even stand up after that. So I guess it's realistic. New real life physics, guys. And so again, no player damage, but again, let me showcase this build. I think this might be a new meta, getting Jotun's Wrath instead of Titan's Bane, but we will see how it works out. But definitely Warrior's Tabi's Executioner or Devourer's Gloves, Deathbringer, Jotun's Wrath, or Titan's Bane, and Rage. And again, these last two are interchangeable depending on how much penetration and how much protection that, not how much penetration, but how much physical protection that they have. If they have a lot of physical protection, then you definitely want to go Jotun's Wrath or Titan's Bane first before going this Rage. But if they do not, then you're free to just rage and rage and rage and just do as much damage as you can. Guys, if you found this informative, if you found that this build helped you kill and conquer some enemies, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Bye-bye, guys.